Welcome viewers to Women Now. Thanks for joining us today. We are going to talk about a very heartwarming subject.
Yes.
It's been horrible last 2 months. It's all about guns
And violence.
shooting,
Yep.
kids, children.
Yep.
We can't take our minds off that. And every time there's something happening, mind goes back to how
Yes.
people suffered through all those times.
That shows how horrifying it is.
And we
It's
have
horrible.
a guest here with us today.
Lorraine.
We're really glad to have her
Yep.
in the studio, who's going to really open a lot of eyes.
Yeah, her
Yes.
foundation is actually to support really the victims of gun violence is what I got from it all. And I think that
Yeah.
it was just, I had tears in my eyes the whole
It's
time. I
called-
felt them back.
Yeah, it's
Well-
called 1,000 Mothers to Prevent Violence.
Yep.
Well, after that, we're going to take you to something fun to cheer you up as well, and that's skydiving that Smita had a chance to do.
You're here, so that's good.
Yes, I'm
It means you
here in
landed-
one piece.
You landed safely, so
Yes, I always land safely, so.
it's going to be an interesting show today, a balance of emotion and a lot of fun
Yes.
too as well. So
So stick around and watch Women Now.
A couple of months ago, we were all shocked and saddened to hear about the Sandy Hook massacre. This made us sit and think about the gun laws as well. Today we have Lorraine Taylor with us, who founded 1,000 Mothers to Prevent Violence after her kids were gunned down in public. So tell us, Lorraine, I can't even imagine. Just tell us a little bit about what happened.
It was on February 9th, 40 days from the beginning of the new year, that my son Gregory called me and he said, "Mom, I want you to stop what you're doing and pray for strength." And I did. I ran to my sofa, fell on my knees and prayed a quick prayer, wondering why. 20 minutes later, I got a call back. He said, "Mom, we lost them." And I asked him, "What do you mean we lost them?" He said, "My brothers, my twin sons, Abadi and Obadiah, 22 years young, in college, working their way through college, were murdered. They were murdered while working on a car. My son Obadiah's car had broken down, and he called his twin brother to help him fix it. And while they were working on it, some crazy person with the AK-47 killed them. And
in the middle of the day.
it was around 5 o'clock. It was daylight. It was daylight.
And this was in public.
This was in
broad
public,
daylight.
in broad daylight, in Oakland, in the city of Oakland. And that tragedy just took my life away. I had goals and aspirations of becoming a recording artist. 6 years, I suffered a very, very dark depression where I was not able to read without getting stuck or write without shaking. I had a nervous breakdown, ended up at Stanford University Medical Center because no mother, no one is ready to lose a child.
Now tell us about your foundation, your organization that you've put together
Yes,
as you've come out of this.
Yes, I founded 1,000 Mothers to Prevent Violence in response to my tragic loss because after 1 year, the first year I worked really hard so I wouldn't think as a social worker. The second year, almost exactly 1 year later, I passed out and got really, really sick, and I suffered in silence a lot. No one came to see about me. There were no support groups available. So one day I could sense the Holy Spirit saying to me, "Lorraine, you can lie here and die here, or you can get up and live. What do you want to do?" I said, "Lord, I want to live." And I can sense the Holy Spirit saying, "Go see about the other mothers. There are mothers, you're not the only one. There are thousands." And since losing my own twin sons in the year 2000, there's been more than 1,000 murders in the city of Oakland alone, not to mention the Bay Area. We get calls from everywhere, all over the country, asking, is there someone somewhere who could go see about my grieving mother, my grieving sister or brother? 1,000 Mothers to Prevent Violence mission is to alleviate the detrimental and the traumatic impact of violence on homicide victim survivors.
So what kind of events do you organize?
Well, we have several. First, we have the COPE support group. That's where families and friends of homicide victims come together in Oakland, gather in a circle, a safe place to grieve and to talk about our losses. We also have the Morning Mother's Day Walk, which is coming up on June 8th, which happens to be my twin son's birthday. It's going to be held at the San Leandro Marina, led by ABC7 Cheryl Jennings, and we're inviting everyone to come and walk with us. We're there to raise awareness and to walk in solidarity with the grieving families.
Now, typically, does this then focus more on a support for people that have actually lost somebody like you all did, or is this also to raise awareness? Because you know now, ever since Sandy Hook, there's been a lot in the news, and the president supporting an assault on ban, on assault ban on assault weapons, and of course some of the people in the other side of the coin, the NRA, and some of the supporters of NRA, McConnell and some of these other people are saying, no, we don't want it. I mean, what do you guys do? Do you sort of support?
Both.
Yeah.
It's for support for families who are suffering in silence, suffering, or who just need support.
Okay.
We are there for them. We're also there to raise awareness to the ongoing impact of violence on us. It's both. We have to look at the bottom line in order to find a solution. Look at the root of the problem. Is it indeed the NRA?
Yeah.
When I first lost my boys, I was in confrontation with the NRA all the time, saying it's your fault, it's your fault. I'm not really convinced that it's their fault at this point. Most of the violence takes place on the streets by criminals who are not members of the NRA, who do not have a license to carry a gun, who hasn't been trained. So I'm leaning a little more towards, the facts.
Okay, so a lot of our viewers would want to know how do we find you? Where do we find you?
Well, you can find us at www.1000mothers.org. That is our
Easy
website.
enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can also call us at any time, 510-581-0100 if you need support. We are on Facebook. I tell all of my business on Facebook, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have my
social
person-
media. Thanks to social media.
Lorraine, your story is inspirational,
Yes.
and I wish that every single person that either watches this show or has gone through what you have gone through could actually stand up and make a difference about it rather than just becoming the victim, actually helping
Yes.
other people and making a difference with what they've gone through. It's a truly inspiring story, and my heart goes out to you.
You're
always.
an idol for many people out
Yeah.
there.
Oh, thank you. I actually find nothing more rewarding than public service, and helping others help me heal
Yeah. Well, thank you so
continuously.
much for
Thank
being
you.
here.
You're watching America's first South Asian TV talk show. Don't go away. Women Now will be right back.